Good evening, everyone. This is Robert from RJL 518, welcoming you to another exciting edition of Inside Pitch, the 1976 season. Now in late April, as we now get a little further and further into the season. So far, records still they mean something, of course. You hate to lose games, but as we get now further into April, we maybe now see some of these teams start playing the way they're supposed to. Tonight, we are at Tigers Stadium for our first look between the Texas Rangers and the Detroit Tigers. We have yet to do these teams for 76. The Rangers come in respectable 6-5. Tigers are struggling a little bit at 3-6. Texas historically won this game 5-4, 14 hits and 2 errors between the two. Of course, the 1976 Detroit Tigers had the Bird on the mound, where if you want to know a little bit more about the 76 Tigers, check out Baseball Demos' of Mark Fidrich replay from 76. That was a lot of fun to watch. Tonight, though, it is not the Bird that's on the mound for Detroit. Starting pitcher for the Detroit Tigers tonight will be Vern Ruhle. 9 wins, 12 losses, a 3.92 ERA, 88 strikeouts, 55 walks. He gets the call tonight for the Tigers. The fans here at Tigers Stadium hoping for a win for Detroit. And the Rangers, as I said, respectable 6-5, off to a pretty decent start. Let's get things underway. Let's get to some baseball. Top of the first inning. Leading off for the Texas Rangers will be left fielder Lenny Randle. 224 average, a homer, 51 RBIs. We are using blue, white, and red dice tonight for the Tigers. Blue will be red first. Vern Ruhle will pitch. That is a 1-5. That's at the park. Tiger Stadium will say 1-6. Star 5, and that's just going to be a ground out to short. And here I am forgetting my pen, so no problem. Just grab another one. So a ground out to short for Lenny Randle. Next batter up will be center fielder Juan Beniquez. 255 average, no homers, 33 RBIs. He is in center for the game. Ruhle will go ahead and make the pitch. G-Puck joins us here at Tigers Stadium. Ruhle with the pitch. 3-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Beniquez will swing. 1-2. He flies out to left. 2 quick outs. And that will bring up the first baseman, Mike Hargrove, the human rain delay, as he was called. Always had a certain procedure he went through every time he comes up the bat. So usually what I do when he's up, I roll all 3 dice one at a time. So Hargrove, let's see, for Ruhle, or for the pitcher I don't. For the pitcher, 2-2, that's blank. Hargrove, 2. Come on. 2, 4. And that is a star 4, and that's just going to be a ground out to short. All right, so I'm probably not going to do that the rest of the way. But a 1-2-3 inning for Ruhle. And we go to the bottom of the first, as ID Jester joins us here at Tigers Stadium. The ID Jester. For those of you who don't know about his channel, I want to ask what cave you have been living in. Make sure you check out his awesome, spectacular channel, as he does everything, and he does it well. Bottom of the first inning, starting pitcher for the Texas Rangers is Bill Singer. He will be traded to Minnesota later in the year. 13 wins, 10 losses, 3.69 ERA, 97 strikeouts, 92 walks. Leading off for the Tigers, center fielder Ron LaFleur. Singer will go ahead and pitch. Tribe Fan joins us here at Tigers Stadium. Singer, 5-5. That's a possible error. LaFleur will swing 1-6, and that is a base hit to past shortstop. The shortstop for Texas is Roy Smalley, and his error rating is a 9. That's a 6. He's going to pick it up, and it's going to get by him, and he boots it away. That is going to be an error on Roy Smalley, and LaFleur is going to wind up at second base on the error. So that is a single and an E6. First error on the Rangers. So that's one way to start the game for the Tigers, as LaFleur gets a single and an error. That will bring up the left fielder, Alex Johnson. Johnson, 268 average, 6 home runs, 45 RBIs. E6 and a single there. So LaFleur is on second base. We'll check to see if anything on the strat. 6-0. 6-0 happening. LaFleur will stay at second. Singer with the pitch. 1-3. A righty that's blank. Johnson will take a swing. 6-1, and he grounds it right back to Singer. Singer's going to throw to first for out number 1. LaFleur's base running rating is a 4. Let's see if he gets to the third base. That's 6. No, he stays where he's at. So that is out number 1. Johnson grounded it right back to Singer. And that will bring up the designated hitter, Willie Horton. Horton batted .262, 14 homers, 56 RBIs that year. One out. See if there's anything on the strat. That's a 9. And that is a 8 plus 1 is 9 divided by 2 would be a 4.5, make it a 4. No, LaFleur stays where he's at. Singer will pitch. 3-2. Error on a grounder. Horton will swing. 6-1. That's a fly out to right. So there's not going to be an error there. LaFleur's base running rating is a 4. Does he make it? Does he make it to third? Yes, he does. He does get the third, so the ball was hit deep enough, and he goes to third base. But that is out number 2. Next up will be the right fielder, Rusty Staub. Le Grand Orange, 299 average, 15 homers, 96 RBIs. A lot of people want to put Rusty Staub in the Hall of Fame. I definitely put him in the Hall of the Very Good. There's no doubt in my mind about that. Hall of the Very Good, absolutely. Could you put him in the Hall? I just don't know. He had a very good lifetime average and such. I don't know. But if they were to put him in there, I probably would not have an issue with it. Oh, come on. Really? Timeout. As one of my dice went right under the computer. It's going to be one of those nights I see. One of those nights. God, it just completely disappeared. Oh, boy, people. No, it's not a Fidrich Start sports time machine. It's going to be one of those nights, I think. Yeah. Wonderful. Yes, I Digestro. I would like to maybe get there if possible and watch you guys. So here's Staub. Singer will pitch. 4-5, and that's blank. Staub will go ahead and swing. 1-5. It's a star 1. He grounds it to short. And that will end the inning. Tigers, though, get a run. Don't get no runs. They get a hit and an error. They strand LaFleur at third. We got no score after 1. Bears Den 007 joins us here at Tiger Stadium. Next, leading off for the Rangers, top of the second will be the catcher, John Ellis. He had a .419 average, a homer, and 8 RBIs, but he only had 31 at-bats. But John Ellis did get the start for this game. Ruhle with the pitch. 1-3, hit by pitch. That 14 is high. Ellis will go ahead and swing 4-3, and he smacks a base hit into center field. Rangers start with a man on. Nice single by Ellis. And the batter will be the right fielder, Jeff Burrows. Burrows, .237 average, 18 homers, 86 RBIs. Nothing wrong with that. It's actually a pretty good season, pretty good year for run scoring. The average a little low, though. Infield halfway. See if anything happening on the strat. 6 and no. Could be possible hit and run, but John Ellis has no stolen base chance, so nothing happening. 4-4 for Ruhle, and that is a home run chance. Burrows a righty. Ruhle is a righty. 1-16 against a right-hander. That's an 11, and that's a kaboom! High, deep, gone. It is out of here. Jeff Burrows smacks a 2-run homer off of Ruhle. Tiger Stadium known for giving up homers, although they only have pretty much neutral in 76. But Burrows gets a hold of that meatball, turns it into lasagna, and the Rangers are up 2-0. Stadium groans. Ugh. They'll go ahead and settle down Ruhle a little bit. That will bring up the third baseman, Roy Howell. .253 average, 8 homers, 53 RBIs. Ruhle will go ahead and pitch to Howell. And we got a 4-4. Again with the home run chance. Against a righty, Howell needs an 11. That's a 5, and it is back-to-back gone. Roy Howell hits one high, deep, and gone, and Vern Ruhle has given up back-to-back jacks. And the Rangers take a 3-0 lead off on Vern Ruhle and the Tigers. Roy Howell goes ahead and goes deep. They go talk to Ruhle on the mound, see if he's all right. And they go ahead and says, I think I can settle down here. I said, well, stop throwing meatballs. You threw one meatball, now you threw a grapefruit. Next batter for the Rangers, their designated hitter, Tom Grieve. .255 average, 20 homers, 81 RBIs. Pitch from Ruhle, 4-1. That's a blank. Grieve will swing, 3-5. He hits a base hit to center. And the Rangers are getting hits today. At least in this inning they are. That'll bring up the second baseman, Mike Cubbage. Cubbage will also be traded to the Twins late in the year, along with a few players that you see actually the Rangers playing today. Grieve on it first. The infield is halfway. See if anything on the strat. The 3 says, ooh, could be a hit and run. 3-0 lead. Cubbage doesn't strike out much. Tiger Stadium adds 1 to strikeouts, 1 to walks. Why not? Let's do a hit and run. Vern Ruhle will go ahead and pitch. That's a 3-4. Error on a throw. Cubbage will swing 4-6. That's a ball hit to left field on an 18 against a righty. That's going to be a triple for Mike Cubbage. Mike Cubbage on a hit and run blasts a triple out of there. And they don't have to worry. And Grieve will score easily on that. Cubbage will hold it third. And it is now 4-0 Rangers, as they are beating up Detroit early in this game. Next batter will be the shortstop, Roy Smalley. He will also be traded to Minnesota later in the year. Runner on third and still nobody out, top of the second. Cubbage on at third. Smalley out there. The Tigers are going to play the infield back and just try to get a run. Cubbage doesn't run very well, but with the infield back, though, it actually adds two to his base running rating. They're going to play the infield halfway just in case. Ruhle's going to go ahead and we'll see if there's anything on the strat. And that is a 5, and the answer is no. Ruhle will pitch, and that's a 6-1. That's a blank. Smalley will go ahead and swing 2-3, and that is a ground ball to first. Cubbage's base running rating is a 3. Don't know if he would try to come home. I'm going to see if he does. I'm going to roll a die to see if he does. Since his base running rating is a 3, a 1-3, he tries to come home. Yes, he does. Now, the question is, are they going to take the out at first, or are they going to let Cubbage score? 50-50 chance to get Cubbage. They're going to take the out at first, and Cubbage will score and make it a 5-0 Ranger lead. I'm not going to try to have them throw it home. You got to get it out, and they do there. 5-0 on the ground out, but it does score the run. So that is a ground out to first, fielder's choice, but the run scores. 5-0 Rangers. And now the top of the order, here's Randall. Randall is 0 for 1. Tiger bullpen already getting warmed up. Vern Ruhle has not reached his pull rating yet, although I don't use that. I use that optionally. Let's see what Ruhle does. This is a 2-5, an error on a grounder. Randall will swing 2-6. That is a ground ball to second base. The ball is hit to Manuel. Jerry Manuel's error rating is a 20. He's going to pick that up, and it's just going to fall out of his glove, and that's going to be an E4. Now I know why the Tigers are 3-6 so far in this early part of the season. Error on Manuel. That is the first error on the Tigers in this game. Both teams did have one error, and Randall is safe. And Ruhle just can't believe it. He said, oh boy, this is not going to be one of my games. Next batter will be Beniquez. Randall on at first. Infield will play half. See if anything on a strat. 16, no. Ruhle will go ahead and pitch. 2-6. That's a double question mark. Beniquez, a righty. A 1-15's a base hit up the middle. That's a 12. That's exactly what you got. Single up the middle. Randall's base running rating needs to be a 4 in order to get the third. He will hold at second. He has a 3. And Beniquez gets a base hit. Runners at first and second. And here is Mike Hargrove, the human rain delay. Infield will stay halfway. Tigers already down 5-0 here, top of the second. We'll see what Ruhle tries to do here. I'm going to roll a strat. That is a 3. Randall, good chance to go to third. 6 plus 1 is 7. Divided by 2 is 3.5. He could steal 13. The catcher for Detroit is Freehan. And he is Bill Freehan plus 2, a 1-15. Why not? You're up by 5 runs. Try. Randall's going to try to steal third. A 1-15, he gets it. No, he's thrown out at third. A 20. Randall is out. Juan Beniquez base running rating is his attempt was a 3. It actually fell in love with a chance for a double steal, but I did not call that, so Beniquez holds at third. There are 2 outs. Oh, Randall cut down at third base. And now they'll try to do it with Hargrove. Oh, no, there are a few 20s on their ID gesture on inside pitch. There are a number of them. There are a number of 20s on a lot of the players. Beniquez on at first. We'll re-roll the strat. See if Beniquez will do something. The answer there is no. Ruhle will go ahead and pitch to Hargrove. And that's a 3-5. Strikeout 6. Got him. Struck him out. And the inning is over. First strikeout for Ruhle. But the Rangers said 9 to the plate. They get 5 runs on 6 hits and 1 error. A couple of back-to-back jacks, one by Burrows and Howell. Bottom of the second coming up already, 5-0. Bill Singer now has a 5-run lead. Let's see what he does with it. Leading off for the Tigers, first baseman Jason Thompson, 218 average, 17 homers, 54 RBIs. Singer will pitch 2-5, strikeout 7, got him, struck him out. Strikeout number 1 for Singer. He had 97 of them in 76. Next up for the Tigers is the catcher, Bill Freehan. 270 average, 5 homers, 27 RBIs. Steeler fan joins us here at Tigers Stadium. Singer will pitch 1-6, that's blank. Freehan will go ahead and take a swing, 5-2. Against a righty, he flies out to left. 2 down. And now batter up is third baseman Aurelio Rodriguez. 240 average, 8 homers, 50 RBIs. 2 men down. Singer with the pitch, 5-4. That's a blank. Rodriguez, 4-2 against a righty. He grounds out to short. And a 1-2-3 inning go the Tigers. And that's demoralizing. After you give up 5 runs in the top of the inning, the opposing pitcher just puts you down 1-2-3 in the bottom. After 2, 5-0 Rangers. Top of the third coming up. They're going to let Ruhle pitch a little while longer. They really do not want to go to the bullpen that fast. Plus, this is 70s baseball, so pitchers stayed out there a little longer than would normally be in the modern day. Of course, if this was 2021, Ruhle would have been yanked a lot earlier. Leading off for the Rangers will be John Ellis. Ellis is 1 for 1, had a single his first time up. Ruhle with the pitch, 3-4, error on a throw. Ellis will swing 6-3, and he pops out to first. 1 down. And here is Jeff Burrows. Burrows 1 for 1. He backed the jack out of here. A 2-run homer by Burrows earlier. Ruhle, 2-6, double question mark. Burrows a righty. A 1-15 is a single. That 4 is good. And Burrows gets his second hit of the game. He will get a single right past Ruhle, right up the middle. Burrows will hold it first. And now here's Roy Howell. Howell is also 1 for 1. Hit the home run right behind Burrows. He had 8 of them in 76. Infield halfway. Burrows on it first. Maybe anything happening? The answer is no. Ruhle only has a 1 for a pickoff chance, but it's still there. Ruhle will go ahead and pitch. 6-6, strikeout 10. Got him. Struck him out. That's a strikeout that Ruhle needed. And that is out number 2. And now the DH Grieve. Grieve hit a single his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Anything on the strat? No. Ruhle will pitch. 3-1. That's a walk. That 16 is high. Grieve will swing. 4-6. He flies out to center. And that ends the inning. So no runs, a hit for the Rangers. But they have a big 5-run lead here early in the game. Bottom of the third. Leading off for the Tigers, shortstop Tom Verizon, 234 average, a homer, 25 ribbies in 76. Singer will pitch. 5-4, that's a blank. Verizon will take a swing. 6-6, star 3. He grounds it to second. 1 man down. And now here is Jerry Manuel. Manuel is at second base for today. Singer will pitch to Manuel. And that is a 2-3. Strikeout. 8 got him. Struck them out. Strikeout number 2 for Singer. 2 outs. And now LaFleur comes up. He got a single his first time up, and then an error allowed him to move to an extra base. So he's 1 for 1. Singer ready to deal. And that's a 4-6 home run question mark. LaFleur a righty, a 1-10. The 8 is there. LaFleur against a right-hander is a 4. A 1-4. LaFleur gets the Tigers on the board. No. He'll swing away, 6-5, but he does get a base hit to right. So LaFleur gets his second hit of the game, though. Does not get the homer, but he's now 2 for 2. A chance now for Johnson, who was 0 for 1. 2 outs, infield will stay back. That is a 3. LaFleur, now he's got a chance to steal 15, but Singer held runners on very well. 15 minus 3 is 12. Ellis is a 0 from an arm. A 1-12 for LaFleur to steal. I think you're down by 5 runs. You're not doing it. So Singer's going to go ahead and pitch to Johnson. Plus, with a 5-run deficit, the Tigers are already in runner-safe mode. Singer will pitch, 6-3. Strikeout 2. Got him. Struck him out. Side retired. 3rd strikeout for Singer. 1 hit for the Tigers, but that is all. After 3, 5-0 in favor of the Walker Texas Rangers. Chuck Norris is somewhere on that field, I think, for Texas. Top of the 4th, leading off for the Rangers will be Cubbage. Cubbage hit a triple his first time up, scored a run. Ruhle will pitch to Cubbage, and that's a 5-6. That's a blank. Cubbage will take a swing. 3-6. Base hit right past second base. Cubbage has his second hit of the game. Makes me wonder why Texas traded him. Cubbage will go to first and hold. And that will bring up Roy Smalley. Smalley grounded out his first time up, 0 for 1. Infield is going to be halfway. Cubbage will go ahead and stay at first. Only chance he can go on a hit and run. See if anything on the strat. No. Ruhle will go ahead and pitch. That's a 2-4. That's at the park. Tiger Stadium says 5-1. And that is a blank. We got a rare play. And since it's an even number on the dice, we're using the season ticket baseball rare play chart. Which means we got to change dice real quick. And let's see what the chart is. We got a runner on first base. So that is going to be pages 6 and 7 of the chart. Let's see what happens. And that is a 477. I'll pull the chart out so you guys can see it. 477. 3-6-1 up ground ball to first baseman who throws to shortstop to force out the runner on first. Shortstop may complete the double play by successfully challenging the batter's speed rating. All right, so this is how we can convert this to this game. It's a ground ball to first who throws to short to force out the runner. So we already know that Cubbage is out. So we already know he's out at second. Smalley is on his way to first. His base running rating is a 3. The shortstop for the Tigers is Verizon. He has no arm. So I'm just going to roll a straight 1-3. Smalley will be safe. 4-6. He is out. And he is safe. He does beat the throw. So it is 1 out, and that is it. So pretty much just a double play that just didn't get completed. That's all. 1 out. On a fielder's choice. Not a problem. So Smalley on it first now. Here's Lenny Randall. Randall is 0 for 1, but reached on an error his last time up. Infield still halfway. Check to see if anything happening with Smalley on first. No. Ruhle will pitch 2-1. That's a strikeout. The 3 got him. He strikes out Randall. And that is strikeout number 2 for Ruhle. 2 outs. And now the batter is Juan Beniquez. Beniquez is 1 for 2. He singled his last time up. Anything for Smalley? Nope. Ruhle will pitch 2-4. That's at the park. Tiger Stadium says 2-1, and that's just going to be a pop out behind the plate to the catcher, and that'll be put away by Freehan, and the inning is over. No runs. There was 1 hit. A fielder's choice, but it remains 5-0 in favor of the Rangers. Bottom of the 4th. Here's Willie Horton. Horton is 0 for 1. Singer ready to deal. And that's a 1-5. That's a walk. That 20 is way high. Horton will take a swing. 1-4. He flies out to center. 1 man down. And here is Legrand Orange. Rusty Staub. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you put him in the Hall of Fame? I definitely of the Hall of the Very Good. I said that earlier in this telecast. Definitely of the Hall of the Very Good. No doubt about it. Very good player. But do you put him in the Hall of Fame? Rusty Staub was like Don Mattingly, retired the year that their team that they were normally on won the title. Before. Singer will pitch. 5-1. Strikeout 4. Got him. He strikes out Staub. Strikeout number 4 for Singer. 2 outs. And now here's Thompson. Thompson is 0 for 1. I do know this. If Staub was to go in the Hall of Fame, I believe they'd be putting a Mets cap on him. Singer of the pitch. 6-6. Walk. That is a walk. That's a 2. And Thompson will trot down to first. First walk given up by Singer. And now here's Freehan. Freehan is 0 for 1. 2 outs. Am I still rolling the strat? Yes. And that is a 15. Nothing happening. Singer looking into Freehan. And here is the pitch. 4-3. That's a question. That's a question mark. Double question mark. Freehan, a righty. A 1-10 is an automatic out. The 17 is high. Freehan will go ahead and take a swing. 2-4. And he lines it to third to end the inning. A walk is all the Tigers get. After 4, still 5-0 Texas. As Trifan says, Hall of the Very Good, Staub in Canadian Baseball Hall of Fame. Sure, that I understand. One of the best Canadian players ever. Absolutely. Top of the 5th, Vern Ruhle. They're sticking with him. He seems to have calmed down since the 2nd. Tigers are not ready to go to the pen yet. They don't want to go through their bullpen. Leading off for the Rangers will be Hargrove. Hargrove is 1 for 2. Ruhle will pitch. 2-2. That's blank. Hargrove takes his time. Now he swings the bat. 4-6. He flies out the left. Here's John Ellis. Ellis is 1 for 2. Ruhle will take a swing. And that's a 1. Ruhle will actually take a pitch. 1-5. That's at the park. Tiger Stadium says 6-2. That's a fly out the left. 2 down. 2 outs. And now here's Jeff Burrows. Burrows is 2 for 2 tonight. Home run and a single. Ruhle looking into Burrows. Fans here at Tiger Stadium want to see Detroit get some runs here. Ruhle 2-2. That's a blank. Burrows will swing away. 3-4. Base hit past third base. Burrows will trot down to first. That's his third hit of the game. Burrows having a good game today. 3 for 3, including a homer. Roy Howell will now come up. He's 1 for 2 with a home run of his own. Strat says a 3, nothing happening. Ruhle looking on, ready to deal to Howell. And that is a 5-1 walk. 17, that's high. Howell will go ahead and take a swing. And that's a 4-2. Star 3, grounds at the third. And the throw will go to second to get Burrows. And that will do it there. No runs and a hit for Texas. Halfway through the game, Rangers leading the Cats 5-0. A 5-run second inning is the difference here between these two. Bottom of the fifth, Aurelio Rodriguez leads off for the Tigers. He's 0 for 1. Singer looking on. And here is the pitch, 3-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Rodriguez, 1-4, ground out to short. One away. Here's Verizor. Verizor 0 for 1. Just getting started here in this 1976 replay. 1-2 by Singer. That's a hit by pitch. Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Singer plus 10. Verizor has an 11, and he plunks Verizor. Ouch. Verizor will trot down to first on a hit batter. Runner on base. And now can Jerry Manuel do something for the Tigers here? The infield will be halfway. Anything on the strat, I'm still rolling it. Still a possible chance for pickoff. Verizor, there is a possible hit and run, but you're not doing that. Verizor has a stolen base rating of 4. Ain't nothing happening there. Singer will pitch, 6-4, blank. Manuel will take a swing, 3-2. Ground ball to third. Do they turn it? 1-0-2. Shortstop for Texas is Smalley. He has 1. He had 1 plus 1, a 3. A 1-3. They turn the double play. No. Verizor will get to second base. It was a slow grounder. The only play was the first. 2 down. And that can make a difference when you don't turn those double plays. And now a chance for Ron LaFleur. LaFleur is 2 for 2 today, 2 singles. A runner in scoring position. Tigers need to get him in. 2 outs. We'll see if anything happening on the strat. That's a 5. The answer is no. Singer will pitch to LaFleur. And that's a 2-3. Strikeout. 18. Just barely misses it. No. LaFleur will swing. 2-3. Star 5 flies out the left. Inning over. Nothing for Singer except the hit batter, but that's all. And the Tigers are pretty much going through the same thing the Cubs did last night in my game, where the Cubs just didn't get any help. After 5, Rangers lead 5-0. Or as ID Jester would say, the Schmubs. Because I know ID Jester loves his Chicago Cubs. Oh. Top of the 6th. What are they going to do with Ruhle here? Ruhle still has a few batters he can face. The leadoff batter for the Rangers is Grieve. And what are they going to do here? They're going to let Ruhle pitch to him. This will be his last inning no matter what. So Ruhle will pitch to Grieve here. Top of the 6th. 4-3. Walk. 13. That's high. Grieve will take a swing. 6-5. And he lines it to second base. Line out to second, out number 1. Here's Mike Cubbage. Cubbage is having a good night tonight for the Rangers. He's 2 for 2, a triple and a single. Ruhle will pitch. And that's a 1-1. Possible error. Cubbage will swing. 5-1. Ground ball to short. The ball is at the visor. His error rating is a 9. That's a 17. He's got it. Throws to first. Out number 2. And now here's Roy Smalley. Smalley is 0 for 2. 2 outs. Ruhle will pitch. 2-1. Strikeout 2. Got him. Struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for Ruhle. So after giving up 5 runs in the second inning, Vern Ruhle has definitely calmed down and only gave up 3 hits the rest of the way, even though that's probably going to be his last inning. So 3 up and 3 down go the Twins. I'm going to take Ruhle out, knowing he's definitely done. Singer will come on to pitch. He's pitching a beautiful gem. He's only given up 2 hits in the game. Alex Johnson leads off for the Cats. He's 0 for 2. Singer's still pretty strong. That's a 3-3 error on a throw. Johnson, 6-5. That's a ground ball to short. Ball's at the Smalley. His error rating is a 9. That's a 1, and he throws it wide. He throws it to Hargrove. His range is a 2. Does he prevent the ball from getting past him? No, he does not. Alex Johnson, base running rating of 3. Does he go to second? Yes, he does. Alex Johnson will go to second on the throwing error. So that is an E. That is definitely an E6 on Smalley, and that is the second error on the Rangers. Puts a runner in scoring position. Singer looks at Smalley and said, man, it was right there. Here's Willie Horton. Now can the Detroit Tigers do something here on a big error by Smalley? Horton is 0 for 2. Infield is normal. There is no strat. Singer will pitch. 6-6. That's a walk. Horton, yep, he walked him. That is an 8. He walks Horton, and the Tigers now are in business. Fans here at Tiger Stadium have suddenly woken up. Runners at first and second. No one out. Here's Legrand Orange. Staub is 0 for 2. Infield will go halfway. There is no strat roll. Tigers are still in runner safe mode, which means I make the call if I want them to try to score. Or advance extra bases. Singer will pitch. And that's a 6-5. Can he get out the jam? Strikeout 3. Got him. Struck out Staub. What a big K that is. Strikeout number 5 for Singer. That is a big K. And now Jason Thompson coming up. Thompson is 0 for 1. Struck out and walked. Singer had 92 walks in 76. And that was only his second walk given up to Horton. 1 out, infield halfway. Singer will pitch to Thompson. That's a 3-1. It's a blank. Thompson will take a swing. 4-1. Flies out to center. Out number 2. Johnson's base running rating's a 3. No chance he can get to third. It becomes a 0 on a fly out to center. So it's 2 outs. And now Bill Freehan. And now the infield is back. Freehan is 0 for 2. Singer looking to get out of the jam. First and second. Fans here at Tiger Stadium hoping for something. Singer will pitch. 5-2. That's a blank. Freehan will swing. 2-5. It's a fly ball to right field. Getting under it is Burrows. Puts it away. Side retired. And the Tigers look like they've caught what the Cubs had last night. One team is getting the rolls, and the other team is not. No runs, no hits. There was 1 error and a walk. After 6, still 5-0 Rangers. Top of the 7th coming up. Rapidly moving ball game. Top of the order for Texas. Here's Lenny Randall. See who the Tigers want to bring out the pitch. They got switch right, left. And I think they're going to go with a right-hander here. And coming on to pitch for the Tigers is going to be Steve Grilly. 3 wins, 1 loss, 4.64 ERA. Steve Grilly will come on to pitch to Randall. I like Steve, or I like to call him Steve Grilly Steve Grilly Cheeseburger, or Grilly Cheese. Top of the 7th. I thought that was funny. I guess it wasn't. Grilly will pitch. 3-4, blank. Randall will take a swing. 6-2, line out to first. 1 out. 1 man down, and here is Juan Beniquez. Beniquez is 1 for 3, has a single. Grilly, 3-1, blank. Beniquez, 2-3. That's a ball hit to center field. That is an 8 against a righty. Beniquez just smacked himself a triple. Beniquez gets a triple to center. He'll go to third. That's his 2nd hit of the game. Second triple in the game for the Rangers as Cubbage hit 1, and the Rangers have a man on third. Would Jason Grilly be the Royale with cheese? I think so. And I'm getting hungry just thinking about it. Damn, I might have to go to McDonald's when I get done with this game. I'm getting hungry right now. Dang. See what you guys do? It's all your fault. You guys make me do so much, you know? It's all your fault. Every bit of it. Beniquez on at third. Next batter will be the human rain delay, Mike Hargrove. And he casually walks up to the plate. Takes about 5 minutes. Hargrove is 0 for 3. He's yet to get a hit. The infield is going to be in. Detroit cannot allow any runs. Grilly will pitch. There's no strat. 6-4. That's a blank. Hargrove will swing in slow motion. 4-2. It's a fly ball to left field. Well, that's out number 1. Hargrove sacrificed fly ratings of 2. Does he bring in Beniquez automatically? Yes, he does. Deep enough to near the wall. Beniquez knows he has all day to come in to score. 6-0 Rangers. As Mike Hargrove comes off with an RBI. That is the 2nd out, though. And here's John Ellis. Ellis is 1 for 3. 6-0 Texas. Grilly will pitch. 2-4. Strikeout. 8. Got him. Struck out Ellis. And that will end the inning. 1 run, 1 hit on a triple and a sacrifice fly to bring in the run. Rangers are leading 6-0. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing your Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I'll be right back. What have we got coming up on Inside Pitch? Don't forget, tonight we have the 10-minute ticker. And tomorrow on Inside Pitch, we'll go back to the National League. Got a good matchup. We got the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Philadelphia Phillies tomorrow night. It'll be Fred Norman taking on Jim Cott. The Reds are the hot team in the National League. They are right now, before the 10-minute ticker, of course. The Reds have a record of 9-2. Philadelphia, though, 5-4, kind of early for them. But that will be tomorrow night's game, the Reds and the Phillies. So for you Reds fans out there, like Philip Reynolds or Brandon Baker or Dave Little, who everybody who catches this chat, this stream, don't replay. We got the Reds and the Phillies tomorrow night. Don't miss it. Should be fun. Meanwhile, bottom of the seventh, looks like another blowout. Rangers leading the Tigers 6-0. Kind of almost like an exact duplicate of last night's game between the Expos and the Cubs. Aurelio Rodriguez leads off for Detroit. He's 0 for 2. Singer still has a few batters left before he has to worry. Rangers bullpen not doing anything yet, but actually now they're getting warmed up. Singer with the pitch, 3-6. That's a blank. He's not tired. Rodriguez will swing 6-3 himself against the righty. Rodriguez smacks a double to right. And Detroit gets the leadoff man on base. Leadoff double by Rodriguez against a righty. Good smack by him. Tigers need that to try to get something going. Here's Tom Verizor. Verizor is 0 for 1, was hit by a pitch the first time up. There is no strat. Singer will go ahead and pitch to Verizor. Tigers are still in runner safe mode. Singer will pitch 1-5. That's a walk. That 10 is too high. Verizor will swing 5-2, and he grounds it to first. That's out number 1. Rodriguez will move to third with no problem on that. Next up is Jerry Manuel. Rangers are going to play the infield back, although they love to get the shutout, but take the out instead. They're going to play the infield back. Means Rodriguez will be sent home. Means his base running rating of 4. 6-0 Rangers. Singer will pitch. 3-2, error on a grounder. Manuel will swing 2-4, and that is a ground ball to third. The ball is hit to Howell. His error rating is a 16. That's a 10, and he's going to drop the ball. Drops the ball easily. That's an error on a grounder, and Manuel is safe at first. Rodriguez does come in to score, and the Tigers are on the board 6-1. And I don't think that's the way the Rangers wanted to give up the run. E5. And that is the third error on Texas. 3 errors in this game. They had 1 historically. Manuel on first on an error on Roy Howell. And now Ron LaFleur coming up. Now 6-1. Infield is going to go halfway. Manuel on it first. There's still no strat roll. Singer is still going to pitch. This is his last batter before he gets tired. We'll see what happens here. Singer, 4-2. That's at the park. Tiger Stadium says 5-6. It's a star 6, and that's a fly out to center. And that is out number 2. Manuel will stay where he's at. And now here's Alex Johnson. Singer is now tired. They're going to let him pitch to Johnson, see if he can get out the inning. Rangers will probably go to a bullpen in the 8th. Johnson is 0 for 2, reached on base on an error. 6-1. Tigers finally get on the board. Singer will pitch to Johnson, and that's a 4-6. Home run question mark. Johnson, a righty, a 1-10. The 3 is there. Against a right-hander, though, Johnson needs a 4. A 1-4. Johnson hits this out. No. He does swing. 2-6. And he hits a deep fly ball to right field, but Burrows is there to make the catch. Side retired. So 1 run. 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and a man left. After 7, Rangers are leading this one 6-1. Top of inning number 8. Jeff Burrows is the batter for the Rangers. They're going to let Ruhle pitch. Might as well. They're going to let Ruhle pitch. Or will they? He did give up the triple and such. And Burrows is 3 for 3 tonight. 2 singles and a homer. They're going to let Ruhle pitch. It's a 5-run lead. Don't really want to waste your bullpen. You never know what the next game would be. Ruhle will pitch. Still no strat. 6-1. Strikeout. 19 is high. Burrows will swing. 4-1. Laces a double to left field. Burrows is really having a night tonight. That is a double. He is now a triple short of the cycle. He's 4 for 4. What a night for Jeff Burrows. And now here's Roy Howell, who wants to make up for the error. Howell is 1 for 3, though. He has a home run himself. The infield is normal. And they're going to let Ruhle pitch to Howell. Burrows on its second. Here is the pitch. And that's a 6-3. That's a blank. Howell will swing for 4. And he smacks a double to center field. Howell does make up for the error. 2 doubles back-to-back. That will score Burrows with no problem at all. So Burrows hits a double. Now Howell hits a double. And it is now 7-1 Rangers. As we have a blowout here going on tonight. The fans here at Tiger Stadium are beginning to make for the exits. Here is Tom Grieve. Grieve is 1 for 3, and that is going to be it for Ruhle. And Grieve can actually hit righties a little better. May see a lefty for Detroit. And they're going to go ahead and bring in Bill Laxton. No wins, 5 losses, 2 saves, a 4.09 ERA. Bill Laxton, the third Tiger pitcher, he'll pitch to Grieve. Nobody out here, top of the 8th. Rangers leading 7-1. Grieve is 1 for 3. Howell on its second. Still no strat. Laxton will pitch. 5-1. That's at the park. Tiger Stadium, 3-3. Fly out to left. First out. And next up is Mike Cubbage. Cubbage is 2 for 3, a triple and a single for him. As the Rangers are getting the job done tonight against Detroit pitching. Laxton, 6-1, again at the park. Tiger Stadium, 6-4, and that's going to be a base hit into left field. There's a single with a possible double. Roy Howell automatically gets 2 bases. He will come in and score. Cubbage rounding first is going to try for second. Base running rating is a 2. The ball is hit to left, and that is Johnson. Johnson plus 1 arms. Well, 1 to 3, Cubbage will make second. 4 to 5, he holds. 6, he is out. And he's safe. Mike Cubbage gets that single and turns it into a double. And another run scores for the Rangers. And it is now 8-1. And the Bluebirds are coming out here at Tiger Stadium. And now here's Roy Smalley. And Bill Laxton may just have to take one for the team. He can pitch to 14 batters before tiring. Smalley is 0 for 3. 1 out here, top of the 8th. Even though the Tigers are in runner-safe mode, the Rangers are not. They still have to do the normal running routine. Laxton will pitch. That's a 3-2. Strikeout, 20 is high. Smalley will swing, 6-4. Ground out to second base. Out number 2. Cubbage does go to third on the grounder to second. 2 down. And now here's Lenny Randall. Randall is 0 for 3, but reached on an error. 2 outs now, 8-1. Laxton will pitch. And that's a 3-5. Strikeout 2. Got him. He struck out Randall. And that will end the inning. Rangers get 2 more runs on 3 hits, all of them doubles. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Rangers in command, 8-1. Sorry, guys. I guess you guys are getting another blowout from me tonight. Bottom of the 8th. Leading off for the Tigers is going to be Willie Horton. Bill Singer's going to stay out there, and why not? He can stay out there until he hits a tire cell. Now I have to replace him. You got a 7-run lead. Why go to the bullpen if you really don't need to? Horton is 0 for 2. So Bill Singer will stay out there. That's why I like the inside pitch fatigue rules. Pitchers should not, just because a pitcher gets a little tired, doesn't mean he should be devastated like they do in some of the other games that we play. Singer will pitch to Horton. See how long it can go. 4-6. Home run question mark, though. That might not be good. Horton, a righty, a 1-10, but the 16 is high. Horton will swing. 1-4, and he flies out to center. Out number 1. Next up is Legrand Orange. He's 0 for 3, struck out twice. He didn't strike out much either. He's got 6s on both sides of the board. Singer will pitch. 5-4. That's a blank. Staub will swing away. 5-6, and he grounds it to second. Out number 2. And here is Jason Thompson. Thompson is 0 for 2 with a walk. Singer looking in. Here's the pitch. 1-1. That's a blank. Thompson will go ahead and swing. 2-3. And that's a base hit past second base. Thompson will get to first as he gets his first hit of the game. And now we'll see Bill Freehan. Freehan is 0 for 3. Singer's going to pitch to him. Freehan does not hit the righties very well. Although with an 8-run game, I think the Tigers just want to go home. No strat. Singer will pitch. And that's a 5-2. That's a blank. Freehan will swing away. 1-6. And against a right-hander, yep, that is a ground ball to third. Picked up there by Howell. And he will throw to first to get Freehan and end the inning there. No runs and a hit for the Rangers. After 8-1 Texas. They are in full command. Top of the 9th. Of course, you never know on my games how my games can end. Juan Beniquez is the batter for Texas. Bill Laxton is going to stay in the game. And why not? You're down by 7 runs. So Bill Laxton will pitch to Beniquez. Beniquez hasn't hit the lefties as well anyway, so it kind of makes a little sense. Laxton will pitch. And that's a 2-2. Walk plus 10. Yep, that'll walk Beniquez with no problem at all. And he walks him. Beniquez is on base for the 3rd time today. He's 2 for 4, a single and a triple. Beniquez will go to first, and here is Hargrove. Hargrove is 0 for 4, but he has a sacrifice fly, so he has a ribby. Tigers are going to call for the infield halfway. No strat. Laxton will pitch. 4-5, and against the lefty, it's a blank. Hargrove will swing. 2-6, and against the lefty, that's a base hit past second. Beniquez, base running rating of 3. He will make third. Hargrove gets his first base hit of the game. Runners at the corners now for John Ellis. The infield is still going to stay halfway. They're going to play for 2. Actually, they're going to play the infield back. John Ellis has a ground ball double play of 6. So that's pretty much automatic. It'll be a 6 no matter what because Verizon has a 0 arm, Manuel has a 0 arm. So no matter what, if it's a ground ball, that's a double play automatic. They're going to play the infield back and just try to get the 2 outs. Laxton will pitch. That's a 1-3 strikeout. 3 got him, and he got him swinging instead. So I guess they'll take that. That's out number 1. I think they rather would have had the double play. And now a chance for Jeff Burroughs. Burroughs is 4 for 4, 2 singles, a double, and a homer. He needs a triple to get the cycle. He can get one, but only if it's in here. He can hit a triple. Laxton is going to pitch to him. Runners at the corners, 1 out, and they're gonna call the infield halfway on that. Laxton will pitch. That's a 4-2, and that is a home run question mark. Burroughs a righty, a 1-17. The 9 is good. Against the lefty, Burroughs has a 14. A 1-14. Burroughs sends this game, blows it. Well, it was already open. A 1-14. Burroughs hits his second homer of the game. Gone! Home run! Jeff Burroughs, high, deep, gone, and that ball was tasered out of here. Jeff Burroughs, 5 for 5, 2 homers in the game. What a night for him. 3-run jack for Burroughs. Not a good night for the Tigers. And for the first time in this season, I got to go to the extra markers. As the Rangers now lead it 11-1. Does he have the option to stop at third? No. Although he might have thought about it, but no. 11-1 Rangers completely dominating Texas, the Tigers tonight. Here's Roy Howell. Howell hit a home run right behind Burroughs. Howell is 2 for 4. And Laxton just says, well, my ERA is bad anyway. I might as well try to stay out there. And that's going to be it for Laxton, though. After that homer, Detroit says, come on, you're done. They're going to go to a right-hander against Howell. So Detroit's going to go to the bullpen. And coming on to pitch for the Tigers will be Joe Coleman. Joe Coleman will be traded to the Chicago Cubs later in the year. Coleman, 4 wins, 13 losses, a 4.45 ERA. Coleman will now be the 4th Tiger pitcher. 1 out, 11-1 Rangers in this blowout. Coleman with the pitch. 1-1, walk, 17 is high. Howell will swing. And 2-4, ground out to second. And that's out number 2. Howell said, darn, I thought I could hit another home run behind Burroughs. And now here's Tom Grieve. Grieve is 1 for 4. Coleman will pitch to Grieve. 2 outs now, top of the ninth. Coleman, 2-6. Range play at the park. Tiger Stadium says 2-5. That's a ground ball to short. That's a range play for Verizon. His range is a 3. He will get that one, and he'll throw to first to end the inning. Side retired. 3 runs for Texas. 2 hits, a single, and a 3-run jack by Jeff Burroughs, his 2nd homer of the game. 5 for 5 night. He is definitely the player of the game. Although Bill Singer making an argument for that for the night he's having. We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Will we see some 9th inning magic? Can the Tigers somehow get 10 runs in this inning or 11 to win it? Don't see it happening. Bill Singer is going to stay out there. They're going to see if he can go the distance with a 10-run lead. He is tired, so as long as he doesn't hit 4-3, 3-6, or 2-5, he's safe. Aurelio Rodriguez will bat for Detroit. He is 1 for 3. The stands here are pretty much empty. Not much left. Not many people left in Tiger Stadium. They've gone home. Few Ranger fans. Singer with the pitch. 1-4. Range play. Rodriguez will swing. 1-4. Ground ball to short. Ball is hit to Smalley. His range is a 4. He's got it. They'll throw to first, out number 1. Nice play by Smalley. Next up will be Tom Verizon. Tigers are not going to go to the bench. You're down by 10. It really doesn't matter. Verizon is 0 for 2. Got hit by a pitch by Singer. Singer, 5-4. That's a blank. Verizon will swing. 3-2. He grounds it to second base. Out number 2. You sense the dice believe in momentum change? I don't know. Here's Jerry Manuel, last chance for the Tigers. He is 0 for 2, reached on base on an error. Singer looking for a final chance to get a complete game. The only reason why he's in there is because he's got a 10-run lead. The Ranger offense was outstanding tonight. Singer with the pitch. 4-1, strikeout, 19 is high. Manuel will swing. 5-5, it's a ground ball to third, picked up by Cubbage. He's got it. Pumps once, pumps twice, throws to first. That's your game. Rangers blitz the Tigers tonight, 11-1. 1-2-3 inning. And I believe that's the third straight 1-2-3 closing inning I've had here at RJL 518. Maybe things are changing. Final line score coming up. And then 10-minute ticker. For the Rangers, 11 runs, 15 hits, and 3 errors. For the Tigers, 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error. Bill Singer gets the win, goes the distance, a complete game. Vern Ruhle picks up the loss. And it's going to be co-players of the game with Bill Singer and Jeff Burroughs. Burroughs goes 5 for 5, 2 homers, a double, 2 singles, and a double. And Bill Singer went the distance. So I'll give him 2. And plus, Singer was pitching on fumes, and that was good enough. Time for the 10-minute ticker. Brought to you by FastScore from Replay Baseball Sports. Steeler fan, bring on the ticker. All he cares about is the ticker. How many RBI for Burroughs? I believe that's 5. He had a 2-run jack. The 2 singles, he didn't score anybody. The double was a leadoff double. He had 5 RBIs. It was a 3-run homer and a 2-run homer. The double he hit was a leadoff double. The 2 singles, nobody was on base. So he had 5 RBIs. Great night for Burroughs. Sometimes you get those kind of nights. And he certainly got it. 10-minute ticker time. Texas beats Detroit 11-1. We start out with Oakland and Cleveland. Oakland has a 15, the blue die being read first. 31 It's got 15, and that is going to be 4 runs for the A's. Cleveland has 11, and that is 33, and that's 3 runs. Oakland will beat the Indians. Baltimore taking on Minnesota. Good matchup. Ken Holtzman against Bert Blyleven. Baltimore has a 7.56. That's pretty good. That's 5. That's 5 runs. 5 runs for Baltimore. Minnesota has a 9, though. A little better. 26 is not going to cut it, though. That's 3 runs. Baltimore will win it. Kansas City taking on the Yankees. Kansas City has an 8. 14. That's only 1 run. Yankees have a 15. 24. That should win it. It does. 3-1 win for the Yanks. New York Mets taking on the Astros. Steeler fan hoping for a win here. My Mets should have won last night, but Houston got the best roll they could get, a 66. But the Mets have Tom Seaver on the mound tonight. They have a 9. A 23. That's only 2 runs. Larry Dierker on the mound for the Astros. They got a 3. 42, and that's going to win it. Astros beat Seaver 3-2. A win for the Astros. Cubs taking on the Dodgers. Cubs have a 6. 65. That's a good one. That's 7 runs for the Cubs. Dodgers have a 13, though. 45, and that is 5 runs. Cubs will get a win there. Cincinnati taking on the Expos. The Reds are just blowing everybody up. 15, 43, and that is 5 runs for the Reds. Expos have a 2. 16, not a prayer. That's only 1 run, and this one belongs to the Reds. Atlanta taking on Philadelphia. Messersmith against Lefty. Atlanta has a 5, 53, and that is 4 runs. Lefty pitching for the Phillies. They have a 13, 33, and that is 4 runs. We got a tie. Atlanta's clutch rating is a 0, so that is a 3. Philadelphia's clutch is a -4. That's a 6. -4 is 2. That doesn't matter, so the Braves will win that one 5-4 by a run. I'll give them 5-4 in extras. St. Louis taking on the Padres. Cardinals have a 10. And that is 66. That's 9 runs. Best you can get. Padres have a 6. 25. And that is 2 runs. So the Cardinals will beat the Padres. Pittsburgh against the Giants. Pittsburgh has a 13. And a 15 is meh, but it's still 2 runs. Giants have a 7. 53, that'll win that game for them, and that is 5 runs. So the Giants beat the Cardinals. Moving on to April 25, Oakland at Cleveland. Oakland has a 10, and that's 62. That's 7 runs for the A's. Cleveland has a 6, 34, and that is 3 runs. The A's will win that one. Baltimore taking on Minnesota. Palmer on the mound. Baltimore has a 13, 63. That's really good. That's 8 runs to give Palmer. Minnesota has an 8, 46, and that is 4 runs. The O's will win that one. Mets taking on the Astros again. The Mets have lost 2 games to the Astros. Mets have John Matlack on the mound. He has an 11 and a 56. That's pretty good. That's 6 runs. But I remember the last time the Astros beat them, Houston's Negro has a 5. 31, not this time. That's 2 runs. And the Mets will salvage 1 game against the Stros. Sorry, Steeler fan. And, of course, he will say rigged. Cubs taking on the Dodgers. Cubs have a 6. 36, and that is 3 runs. Dodgers have 12. 54. That'll give them a win. That is 6 runs, and the Dodgers are back in the win column. Cincinnati taking on the Expos. The Reds have a 21, and they get a 66, which is 13 runs. Well, this is the year of the big red machine. Montreal is a 4. There's no way they can win. Okay, and they roll an 11. So the Reds roll the best roll, and the Expos roll the worst roll. So the Reds shut the Expos out 13-0. It doesn't really get more worse than that. Atlanta taking on Philadelphia. Braves have an 8. 25, and that is 2 runs. Phillies have a 14 with Christensen on the mound. 32 should win that, and it does. That's 4 runs. So they beat Atlanta. St. Louis taking on the Padres, 15. And that is 11. Yuck. St. Louis rolls an 11 on a 15. That is 0. And the Padres with a 9. That's 35. That'll give them a win there. The Padres will beat the Redbirds. Pittsburgh taking on San Francisco. Candelaria on the mound. The Pirates have a 19. 42. That's pretty good. That's going to be 6 runs. The Giants have a 6. And that's 22. And that is going to be 1 run. And that is your 10-minute ticker for tonight. If your team won tonight, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. And tomorrow, we will have the Cincinnati Reds taking on the Philadelphia Phillies. Pretty much, of course, remember, those two actually faced each other in the National League Championship Series in '76. It'll be Fred Norman versus Jim Cott tomorrow night. Steeler fan, Tribe fan, Bears Den, G-Puck, ID, Jester, Sports Time Machine. Thank you all for joining me tonight. For tonight's game, please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. And we'll see you tomorrow night for more exciting inside pitch action. The Texas Rangers blow up the Detroit Tigers tonight, 11-1. We'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.